Cryptex review, we're going to go over the new DeFi staking contracts that are 24-month. As you can see in the middle of your back office, if you are signed up with Cryptex, link in the description below, the DeFi 24 is now available. As we can scroll down here and see, my totals in profit of staking currently are about 476,000, and rewards referral staking, which means if you have the ability to promote to others what you're doing and what you're successful with, then that can also be a number there. The total is coming closer and closer to the 2 million mark, which I really like that. Okay, let's go inside the back office to see where the apply hybrid contracts resides. Then we'll get to a small little training video talking about the 24-month contracts. As you can see, the DeFi hybrid staking 24 pack includes 15 contracts at a smaller cost than the actual individual cost per contract if you were to purchase them individually. Okay, a lot of people are starting to do that type of thing with this platform, and I don't blame them because it's still paying me and it's still continuing to process everything that they said they would over 2 years now in the running for me. So let's get to that specific training platform, and you will be able to hear and see what is stated about the new 24-month contracts.
This is just going to be a short video to introduce the new 24-month contracts that were just released in Cryptex. So up until now, Cryptex offered 36-month, 60-month, and 84-month contract terms, but members had been asking for a 24-month contract term to allow for a shorter period of time for them to receive the funds. And this was just implemented this month. Now, of course, 24-month contract means less profits are going to be generated over that shorter period of time. But for some people, they would rather receive their funds in 24 months instead of waiting 36, 60, or 84 months. So this is a great option. And many people are just simply adding 24-month contracts in addition to the ones they already have that are going to yield higher profits for them when their contracts mature. Just as a short refresher, Cryptex utilizes DeFi hybrid staking contracts, which generate daily compounded profits for a period of time, uninterrupted. So that means at the end of the term, the profits are released, and you receive the profits generated minus the bank loan, which is returned to the bank, who loaned the starting balance to the contract in the first place. That means as a user, we only activate a contract with a non-refundable $100. That's it. So a 24-month contract on average will result somewhere around $22,000 per contract, more or less, after the fees and the bank loan is returned. And remember, that has nothing to do with you. That is all activated within the contract. We only pay the $100 non-refundable activation fee. Now, a 36-month contract averages $35,000 for the user after the fees and bank loan is returned. And a 60-month contract averages around $471,000 after the fees and bank loan is returned. Now, the difference in the final result is just simply the time period, which allows for daily compounding over time, increasing the final amount based on that longer period of time. And because funds are locked during that time period, the profits can then be generated every single day based on the increase of the earnings from the day before, which is compounding. So it's important to keep in mind here, there is no investment whatsoever. A contract is activated with a non-refundable $100. Now, 80 contracts are allowed per user, so if a participant chooses to have one contract or 80 contracts, it is still a non-refundable $100 per contract as an activation fee. So that's important to know. So based on the maximum number of contracts that a participant can have, this means the project does not allow any one participant to put in more than $5,500. For instance, with the maximum of 80 contracts, a person can have 5 special contracts. The special contract is 15 contracts for the price of 10, which is $1,000. So having 5 of these special contracts is $5,000 for a total of 75 contracts. An additional 5 contracts would be $500 for a total of 80 contracts equaling $5,500. Now for existing contract participants, there's a maximum of 130 contracts that are allowed, which would only be a maximum of $11,000. Now, this information is shared because this is not an investment, and the amount of contracts that can be purchased is limited, unlike an investment. Now, the payout of 80 to 130 contracts is remarkable, and I'm going to refer you to the presentation or PowerPoint to review more on that because it's worth knowing. So if the idea of waiting 24 months instead of 3, 5, or 7 years appeals to you, you can easily add some 24-month contracts to work for you right now and be pleasantly surprised 2 years from now when your contract matures.
Okay, as you see in my back office with my specific DeFi contracts purchase, you'll see the daily profits of each contract. Now, I do have a pack of contracts, the 15 contract down here, and you can see yesterday's total. And then these are daily totals as well for each of the other contracts that I've acquired. So click on the link in the description below if you're interested in learning and submitting your email and then getting into the training page and then learning all the details you need to understand about DeFi staking. This is Eric, and I will see you on the next video.
It's what